Hi everyone, welcome to my So Expired channel, and today I have another photo book for you. It's People in the Elevator by Heinrich Riebesehl, and this book comes with a gem inside, which is the whole set of contact prints the photographer photographed for this book, and we will get to this one later. But first, a little bit of story. So, on November 20th, 1969, Heinrich Riebesehl, at the time 31 years old, entered the headquarters of New Hannoverische Presse newspaper in Hanover. It's in German, northern German town. And on that day, he enters the building on a special mission. He wants to take pictures in the elevator of basically his colleagues, and even though he was still on editorial staff for the past years, he earned his living mainly as educator, and he was kind of fading away from this being working on the newspaper. And he has a really simple setup, so it's like a predefined setting, a small space with the floor area is almost square, lit by cold ceiling lights, with a 35mm camera equipped with a wide-angle lens and shutter release cable. I wonder if that camera was hidden or not. Was it also equipped by the motor winder or something like that? Because as we will see later from the contact prints, some of them are really close to each other, and I wonder if he could just wind the film after he would make a shot. So I'm not a photo book critic by any means, so and like the way I'm doing this is basically because I would like to get to know how other photographers compose the books, like what subjects do they pick, and actually their thought process on selecting the images that will make it to the book, because there are a lot of interesting pictures that did not make it to the book. So yeah, let's start with the photographs and the way this book is compiled. It's basically he spent 5 hours and 35 minutes there in this elevator. He names his photographs after the first image, the first roll, second image, and this is the year it was taken. So it's just the order of those images that been taken. And the layout of this book is quite simple, so there is nothing in this layout that you can say it was rather creative or not. It's just one photograph per page. And I wonder if those people actually noticed that they've been photographed. Yeah, I like that one. So it looks like he is looking at some photographs, but for some reason he decided to look up, like there is anything. But it's just an elevator, right? There is just ceiling. He looks straight into the camera, so yes, this one I also like, and I think he also recognizes that he's been photographed. He smokes in the elevator. Germany, 1969. With this setting, people, they like cornered, like literally cornered. Sometimes it's, I don't know, I feel kind of uneasy about those photographs, because it looks like they been pressed inside this wall. And as you can imagine, this elevator is pretty small, so there is like literally no space in this elevator for people, but then there is a photographer. So they cannot escape from his camera. But then again, he managed to compose some shots, and I don't know how he did this. Did he shoot like from the hip? It's like It's wide angle lens, and of course you can like roughly guesstimate where the lens is pointing, but still it's rather surprising that, as we will see from the contact sheets, his photographs was pretty much always on the point. And yeah, this book is all about diagonals and basically leading lines to the subject. And yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. So you see those workers, they have something in the elevator, like right in the middle of the elevator, and then it's like, I don't know, like 1.5 meter distance to the subject. So I imagine Heinrich standing in the other corner of this elevator. It's just amazing. And I first seen this body of work on an exhibition in Hamburg, and then I immediately went online to look for this book, but it was not yet published. It was available for pre-order, and I pre-ordered mine copy immediately, and now it is available on Amazon for like 35 bucks, I think, but I think it's worth every penny. It's like a little child. This wide angle lens makes this child like even smaller. They all smoke in the elevator. It's even an ashtray here, I think. And I like how he still manages to compose those, you know, those lines. So balanced. I wonder if he looked through the viewfinder or just made this shot from the hip. So this is the book itself, and yeah, let me show you what we have here. For that, I'm gonna so I don't need those anymore. So yeah, basically he shot 7 rolls of film, and let's start with the first one. And the first one was this one. An interesting fact, he actually been shooting Kodak Tri-X, and I wonder what speed it was, but photographs look definitely pushed. So I don't think that there was enough light in the elevator just to expose those photographs correctly. But basically, wide angle lens made it like sharp, like all the way, and then if you push it like a couple of stops, and I think it is at least a couple of stops pushed, then you can get like a decent image in the elevator. And you see, we even see all those markings that the photographer himself put on the photographs, and some photos, some subjects didn't make it to the book, like at all, which is interesting. But I don't see any failed shot, like anything, you know. So that's the first roll. Let's get to the second roll. That's the second roll. Like, do you see any failure here? That's interesting. So this is basically scans of the contact sheets, as you can see those holes from a binder. So that one he took. We saw it in the book. But that lady we didn't see. It's really worth exploring. Like, yeah, I mean, composition-wise, I think there is no like complete failure yet. Like, you know, I'm shooting from the hip and my shot is kind of interestingly arranged. So I don't know how he did this. So I don't really have anything else to say about this book rather than just go and buy it, because if you, like me, looking for inspiration and education, just like a possibility to sneak peek inside a photographer's brain, like how they actually approach a project and then how they choose what photographs they would pick and what photographs actually ended up in the book, it would actually... Additionally, what I would do, I would go through all the markings and see if those photographs actually did it to the book. So this photograph did, and it's like this, I don't know, this line here, what does that mean? This is something that I would like also to know. So this one, as you can see, this one, it looks like it was corrected. So it was green circle first, but then it was, you know, this little sticker. So I don't know. It's really interesting. So yeah, people in the elevator were mentioned in Fahrstuhl. It's the German version of this name. And Heinrich Riebesehl, just go and buy it. It's a gem of a book. And thanks for watching, and I see you next time.